Baby, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat that day. I'm not gonna wait. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chit, a fitness professional as well as a new mom. If you're new here, welcome. I create content all around fitness, lifestyle, and mom talk. If that is something that you are interested in, go ahead and subscribe down below and join the fam. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss videos like this with me. And today we got a fitness Q&A, guys. I asked you on Instagram if you had any fitness questions, if you needed any type of advice. I got a few that rolled in. If you don't follow your girl on Instagram. I have it somewhere on the screen or linked down below. So I'm gonna answer those questions, but also I'm sprinkling some that I know that I get repeatedly as a personal trainer. So yeah, if this is something that you are interested in, then keep on watching. Real quick, y'all, I just want to apologize if you hear my baby in the background. She's playing and real active right now, okay? So if you hear her, she's playing and having a good old time. Also, there are other people in the house, so if you do hear them in the background, my apologies in advance. If it does disrupt you in this video, I apologize. I will try to edit it out as much as I can, but yeah, let's get into this Q&A. My notes are down here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at, so I don't miss anything. And the first thing we're gonna start with is someone asked me, what's my favorite core exercises? Guys, I don't train my core. I don't do ab exercises. Let me say it like that. I do not do ab exercises. I mean, I don't do crunches. I don't do sit-ups. I don't do any of that. Leg raises. I do not train myself like that. If a client comes to me and they love doing abs, I program it for them because the best program that you can stick to is the one that you enjoy. And if that's something that you enjoy, I will program it for you. But for me, I hate doing abs. I don't enjoy them, so I don't put them in my workout, because when you're doing compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, things like that, you work your core naturally. You work your core doing other exercises. You don't need to do specific ab movement unless you do have the goal of defining them, making them bigger, more, pronounced. Then I would say go ahead and have your ab exercises, but they're not necessary to see your abs. I've said this in videos before, but everybody has abs. All you have to do is cut down your body fat percentage in order to see them. I don't train them. I don't do anything for them. When I got down to my leanest, I never did abs. I still don't do abs. If that's something that you like to do though, then by all means do it. I just want to throw out there, guys, I talk with my hands. So if that bothers you, my bad, girl, my bad. But this is how I talk. So especially if I'm not doing my makeup and talking to you guys or doing something else, I'm gonna talk with my hands. So I hope it doesn't bother you too much. So let's move on to question number 2. I had a few of the same kind of questions, so I'm just gonna group it together. It's about food, and do I have cheat meals? Do I have cheat days? Do I just do a cheat snack? So I don't necessarily have cheat days. I don't have cheat meals. I just eat what I want in moderation. I would honestly say every day I eat something that makes my heart smile. I don't wait for a specific day to have something that I desire or that I want. If I have room in my macros that day, baby, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat that day. I'm not gonna wait a whole nother day, because I never want to put myself in a position that I start to get a bad relationship with food. You know what I mean? So I allow myself, whenever I feel like it, if it fits in my macros, to have the things that I want. And it just keeps me from binging or having this bad relationship with food. You get me? Yeah, so hope that answers your question. Okay, so I get this question, and I know where it comes from, because a lot of us trainers and people in the industry, we say your cardio should go after your lifts, and I used to be a huge advocate of this. But listen, recently I had to change of heart, okay? I am a person who doesn't like to do cardio. And so if I go into the gym and I have to lift and then do cardio, I'm probably gonna skip cardio. I forgot who I seen on TikTok. They said it best. They were like, it really doesn't matter if it goes before or after, as long as you get it done, right? And some people who enjoy doing cardio could do cardio after lifting their weights and still you know, enjoy it. But then you have people like me that don't enjoy doing cardio. So once my lift is done, it's like, it's easier for me to skip cardio. Your girl will never skip a lift, okay? I'm never gonna skip a lift. So I have to do cardio before and then go into my lift so I don't skip it. But that's personal preference. I have not seen a difference in doing it before my lifting sessions. The reason that a lot of us say do it after, because you do want most of your energy to go to your heavier lifts. And if you put a lot of energy into your cardio, you won't have the necessary energy to go as hard as you could on your weight. But if you really love weight training, it doesn't matter, you push yourself, then I don't see why you can't do cardio before you train. It's energy out, okay? As long as they get out, just get it out. The next one is a really good question. So do you have to track your macros? I have an unpopular opinion about this. I say when you first are starting out, you should not count your macros. And this goes against what a lot of people say, but hear me out. When you are tracking your food and counting your macros, and you are brand new to this industry, this world, this journey, fitness, it can be very overwhelming for the average person, okay? I'm speaking from experience. Scan every little thing, weigh every little thing. It can start to be a little too tedious, a little frustrating, and that frustration can lead to you just not caring, not giving a fuck, and saying, I'm not gonna do it. And I think a food diary is a better way, where you just write what you ate for dinner. Just write it down. I had 5 ounces of chicken. I had a handful of this. I had some of that. Just write it down. Do not scan it. Do not make it difficult. Just write it down. Notice how your body responds to certain things. Keep that noted and just go about your day, okay? If you notice you eat rice and you feel a little bloated, note it in your diary. I think that's easier for beginners so they can start to realize what their body likes, what their body doesn't like, and portion controls and things like that before they actually start scanning their food and tracking every little thing. Because the last thing you want to do is get super frustrated and overwhelmed and then just quit. Do I think it's necessary for specific goals? If you want to hit a stage, if you want to do, yes, track your macros. But if you're the average person and you just want a healthier lifestyle, tracking right away is not necessary to me. Once you hit a plateau, you might want to start tracking, but in the beginning, I just think it's unnecessary stress for a beginner. Hope that helps. So this did not come as a surprise to me that a lot of questions were around growing your butt and getting a big old ass. So I'm just gonna group all those together and we're just gonna talk about how to build your booty real fast. One of the questions specifically was asking about lifting heavy. I have another unpopular opinion. If you've watched my fitness journey video, I'm gonna have it somewhere so you can go watch it, see all my different transformations. I went through a lot of them. One of them was building my body up and building my butt after I lost a lot of weight. I'm gonna be real, I did not back squat, I did not barbell deadlift, I did not hip thrust crazy weight. And I might insert a picture so you guys can see the difference between when I first started building my body up and then where it got to. But I did not lift extremely heavy. What I did was, for me, this is for me, I lift very high volume. So like 10 sets of 10, 8 sets of this. Like I had a lot of volume in my workouts, but I was only doing moderately to kind of heavyweight. I was not maxing out. I was not doing like a 5x5. I was not training like that. My answer to this is no, lifting heavy is not necessarily the way to go for everybody. But I will say you need to use challenging weight. Do not go in there and lift something that you can lift like 30 reps, 20 reps. Okay, now it's a little too late, okay? You want something really challenging, but do I think you have to max out? No, that's my honest opinion. Is it good for strength to have those type of sessions in there? Yeah, but at the time I did not have access to that type of equipment. I only had like cable machines and things like that. So I made do, and it worked out amazing for me. I am a huge advocate of high volume training. A little plug here. My program, my high volume program, is launching on Monday, May 2nd, 2022. It will be available, so follow me on Instagram for the launch. I'm so excited. So yeah, if you look for a bomb program, it is high volume, so keep that in mind. It's a lot of volume, it's a lot of reps, it's a lot of sets, but you only train 3 times a week, 4 if you have additional body fat to lose. But anyways, all the details is on my Instagram, so go ahead and follow your girl. But no, to answer the question, you do not have to look heavy to see results in your glutes. And now let's move on to a couple more questions about the glutes. One of the most popular questions, okay? How long does it take? Baby, it could take forever. But that's also based on person to person. So one person might put on mass very quickly, while on another person it takes a while. You might see somebody who gained their glutes or shaped their butt in 3 months, and it's amazing results, right? But then you might see somebody do the exact same program and theirs took 6 months. So we all put on mass at different rates. It's very hard to say how long it would take for you or a specific person to put on that amount of mass or to reach a certain goal, but patience is key, and to understand it will take time. It will not happen overnight. I don't care if it's 3 months. When you're in the process, 3 months is gonna feel like a long time, but in the fitness industry, 3 months is not that long to see results. If you see results in 3 months and they're amazing, like top tier results, then you are blessed. And the last thing I want to answer about glutes is how many times a week do you train your glutes? Me personally, I think they were asking me personally. For me, I train my glutes 3 times a week. I used to train them 2, and my body didn't respond that well to 2. But once I upped it to 3, your girl started making gains. So this is another thing that's personalized. There are people out there who train their legs or their lower half once a week and they get amazing results. I am not that fortunate. I'm not that girl. I have to hit them like 3 times a week, consistent, for my glutes to stay lifted, round, and to continue to grow. I would start with 2. If you're seeing consistent results, then 2 is fine. But if you start with 2 and you're like, okay, I think I can do more, then put in a 3rd one. I do think 3 is optimal, but everybody's different. And so do what works for you. Start at 2, gauge if you need to go up or if you can stay at 2. We didn't have that many upper body questions, but we did get one. And this is also, how often do I train upper body? I train upper body twice a week. Sometimes 3, depending on if I want to grow a specific muscle group. So for me, I like really defined shoulders and defined back. So I work those twice a week, but when it comes to my biceps and my triceps, I only work those once a week, because also when you're working your back and other parts of the body, those muscles are being worked, just not directly. I never train my upper body less than twice a week, no matter if it's just 1 shoulder day and 1 back, and then 1 bicep and tricep day and chest, but I usually always train it twice a week. Supplements, guys, supplements. I get a lot of supplement questions. Do you need supplements? No. It is exactly how it sounds. Supplements. It is to supplement and aid you. It is not to replace any of your meals, your foods, food groups. It is not meant to replace anything. It's meant to help you. It's meant to supplement where you are lacking. But when it comes to supplements, I tell my clients and everybody, it is a supplement. So supplement here and there. Get most of your nutrition from your foods. And at the end of the day, if you're like, man, I didn't get enough protein, have a protein bar. That's fine. Have a protein shake. But when it comes to replacing your foods with these things, I do not agree. It is not necessary. Get your nutrition from your foods. Another thing I want to say about supplements is I used to be a product junkie, still kind of am. I love to try products, creatine, pre-workouts, all this stuff, because I just enjoy trying new products. But are they necessary? No. Those supplements that you see all over Instagram and all these places that people take, usually it's because we enjoy taking them. That doesn't mean they're necessary for the results. Can someone be beneficial? Yes, but they're not necessary. They are just supplements to help you along your journey. Don't go breaking the bank trying to get all these supplements, because you could just buy wholesome foods. Have a good diet and you'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna do one more question, and this is about meal timing and when to eat. So there was this thing that you shouldn't eat past a certain time. So people will stop eating like at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. You don't have to do that. Your body does not care what time you eat. Don't be afraid to eat at 7 p.m. if you're hungry and you're still in your calorie range or whatever. Now, if you're fasting and you're doing intermittent fasting, okay, that's a different story. But if you're just having a regular day and you're like, oh, 7 now, I can't eat, but then 8 o'clock comes and you're hungry, eat. It is okay. You're not gonna put on body fat because you ate at 8 p.m. Body just does not work like that, okay? I look at it as you have this 24-hour period to get in this amount of food and this amount of calories, this amount of macros, and if 9 o'clock comes and you still got space in your macros and in your food, eat. You put on body fat when you eat in a surplus, meaning if 9 o'clock come and you don't have any calories left or macros or whatever left, and you just decide to binge on some potato chips, yeah, you might put on some pounds if you keep doing it. But that's not because of the time you ate, it's because you were eating in a surplus. Do not worry about the times that you're consuming your meals unless you are intermittent fasting. Don't think you're gonna gain weight just because of the time that you're eating throughout the day. Doesn't work like that. All right, y'all, that is the end of this video. It was very short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and join the fam. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss videos with me. Follow your girl on Instagram. That's where I do most of my polls. If you do have any fitness questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer them for you. And you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.